a little bit of people in here, and it's perfectly okay if we don't have a lot, because there's a really cool baby shower happening on Kara's channel, and she just had so many cool things for the baby. And hey, look, I am never going to be one that is going to be salty about someone being able to get stuff for their baby, because hello, I know exactly what it's like to you have that whole daunting task of everything that I need to know, or everything I need to get for the baby. Although, man, there's some really cool stuff that I'm like, they didn't have that when I had kids, and I didn't know that that kind of stuff existed for my grandbaby. So I think I might be going and checking me out some stuff. So I was like making a little checklist, going, "Oh, I didn't get that for the baby. I need to get that for the baby. I didn't know they had these little with silicone spatulas to put the desitin on the baby's boo-doo-doo-doo." We just use our hands. I mean, and I didn't know that that existed to get for Jazzy. But I'm going to go ahead for the few little people that are here, and I'm going to say the little stuff. So, hey, Marion. Well, I missed you too. I know usually with school and everything going on with my college, sometimes they give me like really major um, projects or tests. And I do have an assignment for tonight, except that the program that, sorry, except for the program that is where I have to submit my stuff. Something, it's connected to Amazon something or another. I don't know, but all I know is that it's down. It's been down. It was down at my school too, and the kids are all like, "Oh, free day!" I'm like, "No, I don't mean free day, people. I have a board and I have a book, and this is math. It's called putting problems on there. The only problem is that the geometry. I don't draw great sometimes when I'm in a rush, and so they were like, "What are you drawing?" I'm like, just pretend it's this. Thank God I didn't have to do like 3D objects. I just had to do angles today, so I was okay. But so I'm glad to see you too, Marion. And as always, Lee and Lenore sit out. Oh, I always appreciate when he does this. Takes out the trash, recycles, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some white, dark, and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruits for everyone. Welcome to Mystria Diamonds. Help yourself. Come on in, grab a snack, and hit the like button on the way to your seat. As always, Lee and Lenore, thank you so much for setting us up a wonderful snack table. Um, Goodness knows I could use it, because I have been craving chocolate all day today. I meant to. I might be the only one. I don't know who I'm looking. Not like I got anybody here to look at, but I'm looking around like I'm thinking there's somebody there. That's what happens when you're in a classroom all day. Um, but so okay. Seriously, I bought some candy for Halloween, and then I realized that I'm not going to be here to give out candy on Halloween, because it's the same. Here is doing the Halloween and stuff on the same day as where my daughter and granddaughter is. And okay, look, I'm aware that she's not a year old yet. She's getting close to a year old, but and she doesn't need candy. We're still taking her trick or treating. That may sound a little dumb dumb, but we want to put her. She could be her little costume, her little outfit. We already took her to the pirate festival. She was dressed up as a little pirate, and oh my god, she was just the cutest little thing ever. And I just my little heart. So she's got a little. I don't remember what her costume is. I don't think it's a pirate. I think Jasmine has something else for her to dress up in. But so when I realized that I wasn't going to be handing out candy, the candy that I bought, I took to school. Um, so I thought that I would get to keep a couple of pieces of it, but I made the mistake of doing like a competition in the classroom to give away candy if everybody could get the correct answer. And my candy, I think I got like, there's 3 pieces left out of the bag. And I didn't bring the 3 pieces home. But anyway, hello, Sherry. How are you doing? I know the tables, Lee's always got it so wonderful. Hello, Joe. We got we got Joe and you got Joe with an E. Hello. I know. It's really me. It's really me. Sometimes I can get on here and sometimes I can't. Hello, Bang Freak. How are you doing, girl? Hello, Meowie Diamonds and Cats. How are you doing? Hello, Susan from Surprise, Arizona. I love saying that. Surprise. Surprise. Hello, Auntie Dawn. How are you doing? Hey, Sherry. Let's see. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Hey, Matt. How are you doing this evening? Hello, Carol. How are you? Yeah, all is well. So like I said, I got kind of freaked out because I guess it should have occurred to me that the issue that we were having at school, because essentially we could get on the internet, but our district program that has our Canvas and our whole Launchpad, all the whole thing is all tied into whatever this is that is, I don't know, it's down, broken, I don't know what it is, it's something. But it wouldn't let you get it. It kept saying like bad server, whatever. Bad gateway, bad server, something. And so, like I said, I had to do everything old school, which is fine because, I teach math. It's a little bit easier to go old school sometimes with that because I just put the problems up on the board. But it didn't register to me that my college is on a similar server. So naturally, I came home and I thought, you know what? Since I am planning on going live tonight, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to get started on my assignment so that I don't have much left to do. Only to find out that I couldn't get in and I'm like, uh-oh. So I contacted my professor and I'm like, because all I could see in my brain is all of a sudden I'm going to get a 0. And, y'all know me. I don't like getting, I don't like it. Like I've got a B right now in one of my classes and I'm really mad. It's an 88. And so therefore it's not an A. That makes me crazy. That makes me crazy. But I'm working on it. So needless to say, he was like, no, you're all good. You're all good. We'll give an extension. It's down for everybody. So I'm like, aw, I miss you too. How are you like it, Vain Freak? How are you liking high school? It's interesting, isn't it? I don't know. I loved my high school career. Hello, Allison. How are you doing? So, okay. If you didn't watch, I did a video, and I apologize for it being a little bit darker in here. My light in my fan that's in my living room, it's one of those dome lights, and you can't, I was told that I wasn't allowed to change that myself, which is good because I'd probably end up breaking it. Well, the problem is it went out, and we haven't figured out the new people that took over the apartment complex have not given us a way to put in a maintenance request. So I guess I'm gonna have to stop by there tomorrow on the way home and go, hey, I have a dome light that needs replacing because it looks like I'm in a movie theater when I go sit and watch my TV, because like when I eat, I watch TV. And so I'm kind of like, it's all dark over there. So I apologize if it looks kind of, I tried to get over here where, because I usually, I face my living room, but y'all would have just seen all that dark. Just so dark over there. So I decided to come here. I got to start putting up some stuff on my wall. I know I should put up a spangler. I just got to get a frame for it. Hey, Jen, how are you doing? You're doing good? Oh, awesome. So I did a video where I did my Michaels haul. And I asked in the video, like, what should I do as far as canvas and then as far as miniature? And overwhelmingly, people wanted the cat eye. And so I started working on it. I couldn't work on it a lot last night because Yesterday I got to babysit for the grandbaby, and so that was, I was spending time with the grandbaby. So I did not diamond paint yesterday evening. I did like for 1 hour before she got here. Um, and so but I am almost finished with the cat eye. So if you want, I'll wait for the chat to tell me. So if you want, I'll go get that, and you can see how far I've gotten on it. Because like I said, I'm almost done. And then I got it behind here. The miniature that won out is the witch's lair. So what won out was that the people wanted to see this on camera. But I'm thinking of putting up a community post survey. I know that there's a way to do that as a survey. And so, like, I don't know if I should do a video saying that I'm going to do it, because I don't know that a lot of people know about my community tab. But I don't know how else to really do it and get it out there. But I was going to do like a poll. That's my brain, not braining. Of should I do this regular or chipmunk? And the problem is that if I don't get enough people commenting, I'll probably just do this as a regular, and then maybe on the video at the end, I'll ask people, if you would like for me to put the other one together, let me know, together regular or together chipmunk. Because most of y'all have seen my chipmunk mode videos, or people have, and so I know those can be interesting. But I had thought about doing this a little bit different, doing it the way that sort of like I did before, but where you get to see the whole project in one video. Hey, Natalie, how are you doing? Natalie. I don't know why it came out weird. But something I hope that y'all are excited for. So do y'all want me, I guess I should have asked that. Do y'all want me to go and get the cat eye painting, what little bit, and see what I've done? So I'll wait for y'all to tell me yay or nay on that. I know, Lee, you like the chipmunk mode. I guess my thing is that I know that, like, I definitely will still be doing chipmunk mode with stuff that I've never experienced before, like some of my craft boxes, which that was the other thing I was going to go get. Was I wanted to show y'all some things that I can't film a video on, but at least I wanted to show y'all what's in the stuff. So I'm going to go get that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I was trying to make it quick. Everybody's like sitting there going, why are we staring at an empty screen? People are like, what? Okay, so I got cat eye. Actually, I don't know that that's the name of it, cat eye. But this is what I have done so far. And so all that's left, is this last little bit. So since I can't do my assignment tonight, I figured I would finish this. But like, y'all, look how cool that looks, right? Like, and the whole, everything inside the guy except the black, all of that glows in the dark. Is that not cool? Like, I thought it was going to be, because when I looked on the box, it looked so much darker um, than what it is here. But I mean, first off, can y'all see how sparkly this is? And this is just, but so it looks really, really cool with the eyes when it glows in the dark. So I was happy for that. Hello, Robin. How are you doing? I know, right? Hey, Kim. Like, I love cats, black cats especially. And so when I saw this, and it was funny because Chris saw it too. And I had picked up this, and there was this one that had colorful pumpkin on it, like a tealish blue purple pumpkin. I got this one from Michael's. They were doing their Halloween sale. And I really still want to see if by some chance they still have them in my store near here. Hey, Pink Poodle. Hi, Ashley. How are you doing? I know. Like, I've been really impressed so far. I mean, the drills have been nice. Hello, Carolyn. How are you doing? You are Sherry. You got 2 black cats. I love black cats. Hello, Cindy. How are you? Hey, Aaron. So the only question that I have now on this, once I finish it, because like I said, I don't have much left to go. Hello, Buffy. Hey, Levi. How are you doing? I did use the DP pen. I did find out something though about the DP pen that was a little strange. The opening for it is a lot bigger than my metal tip that I normally use. I still have, y'all look. I have all kinds of pens. I do. And for whatever reason, I always gravitate back towards, hey, Linda. Oh, hey, Courtney. How are you doing? Y'all had the coolest time on there. That was so awesome that she got so much. I was so pleased. I'm telling you, there's some stuff. I was making little checklists, like I was telling them. Courtney, I was making checklists of what stuff I need to. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I need to buy that for my grandbaby. Stuff that I did not know existed. But one of the things that I'm curious about, the roll thingy, not roll thingy, it's not a roll thingy. The magnetic thingy. I haven't undone it yet. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Karen. How are you? I haven't undone it yet. But my question is, someone suggested that I take and paint it. What do y'all think? Do you think hey, Sparkle Dust and Diamonds? They are so cool. And Courtney, they work up so fast. I love it. Should I paint the bars that hold this? And by the way, if anybody's ever done this, are they magnetic, or am I stupid and saying that they're magnetic when they're not really magnetic? I've never had one before. So I don't know if I'm saying that it's magnetic this whole time and it's actually like you got to drill into it or something. It is weird. Okay, I'm not crazy. The pen tip, it's bigger. Oh, thank you. I'm still loving the hair. So it is a magnetic strip. They are magnetic. Okay, so I'm sitting here calling it a magnetic strip and thinking, what if it's really not? I was like, I can just see. But I really thought about, because I don't know if I'm allowed. Hey, Melissa. Oh, no, the live's not opening for you. How, I don't know. It seems like the live is working. Maybe go out and come back in, Melissa. I'm not real sure. So what do you say? Paint the, no, I was talking about painting the magnetic strip that hangs it up. Like I thought about painting it orange and black, or like, ooh. Okay. Hear me out. Tell me what you think. God, I got so excited. The bar, not this part, the actual bar that it hangs up on. What if I paint it orange and put like little black cat silhouettes and little spooky trees, and then I can hang it up? And I can go get some of those, since I don't think I can drill into the wall. Maybe go get some of those command hooks, and then I could put it behind me so that I've got something back there finished, and so that, I have a little bit of something. But here's my next question. Has anybody ever bought those, and do they make them in bigger sizes on Amazon? Because I think it would be really cool if during season of Spangler, one of my spanglers that I've completed, like maybe the last one, the very last one I've completed, or one of the ones that I could find. If I had, if they made them bigger, I don't know if they make them bigger. I could buy one and I could get it to hang up behind me for, I mean, even though y'all don't see me much during the lives with Spangler, because I always put him on so that we can see what he's drawing or painting. But I still thought it would be kind of neat. Um, you just cut the white border to match the width of the wood bar. Oh, okay. Is it not the same? Is it not the same length as that? I didn't know that because I haven't tried it out yet. I haven't actually like gone and checked it out yet. Um, okay, good, Melissa. You got in good. You were putting a bit of color on. So, oh, it has to sit. Oh, see, is that a cool idea, right? Make it orange and put little cat silhouettes. And I don't know. I just thought that would make it fun. I can do cat silhouettes. You know, that's not, I think I could do that one. And I have some of the stuff here. Um, the magnetic one you used had to use E6000 for it to hold the, well, I don't think this is heavy. So this I don't think this one should be fine, but my Spangler would be heavy. So maybe I have to, hey, Alyssa, hey, bestie. Oh, girl, psh, you ain't got to say nothing about flexibility. I just appreciate you, you know, girl, you know, I won't, I'm never, ever, ever going to poo-poo the idea of someone celebrating someone having a baby. You know, that is something super special. And I'm so happy that so many people gave her so many cool things and that she got the love that she very much deserves. So, you know, thank you, Kara and Courtney and all of y'all for doing that for her, because that is showing amazing, you know, that's showing what this community does. And I, you know, my bestie and Courtney and all of them are just so amazing that they do this for that they did this for their friend. And that just is, yes, you know, because she deserves to, especially, I don't, you know, especially if this is her first one, you know, she absolutely, well, whether it's your first or your 100th, you know, everybody deserves to have that time in their life, and that's that special event made special, you know. So you know, you guys are amazing for doing that. So use thumbtacks, but I don't know if I can put, like, here's the deal, I'm scared of putting any kind of holes in this, because what if, although technically I'm also scared of pulling the paint off the wall. Maybe when I go in to ask them tomorrow about my light, I will ask them what are the rules for hanging up stuff in the apartment. Maybe that would be the best course of action. They do make them bigger, Joe, because I want to get one to put my Spangler on. My question is that I don't know which Spangler to put up, you know, because the last one that I did was the fresh powder, and that sucker would go all the way back there. And that's why I said I don't think they've got a magnetic bar that's big enough, since that one's so wide. I don't know if they make one big like that. I can paint my border and use command strips to hang. Okay. My question is, do the command strips pull paint off the walls? Does anybody know? Because that would be really bad. I don't want to lose my deposit because I pulled the paint off the wall. That's what, like, I don't want to put holes in it. No, but I don't want to pull paint off the walls either. You altered your pin. Wait, how'd you alter your pin tips, Robin? Yeah, they are screw-in metal tips. You removed the screw-in tips and was able to fit plastic. Oh, okay. Because I mean, I like the fact that it's metal, that the pin has the metal tips, the gold metal tips. It's just that it was weird that the multi-placer worked just fine. You know, other than the fact that I had to deal with, it was a 3-placer instead of a 4-placer. But it was the regular tip was just bigger than what I'm used to. Oh, you think she has gotten bigger ones for her whip rack? I may have to message Ashley and say, hey, girl, where can I get those big things from? Because I need some. Um, get the heavier pound strips. Okay. Hey, Sarah Ann, how are you doing? Oh, well, she deserves it, Courtney. She deserves it. She's a very sweet person herself. Oh, thank you, Bessie. This is just all I look. I apologize. The only thing I really did, I came home from work. This is how I look from work. I did put on a little bit extra eyeliner and some sparkly lip gloss because the lip lippins were not lip lipping no more. They were lip lipping the less. uh, there's a whole lot. Let's see, hold on. You use thumbtacks to hang your canvas, and it only leaves tiny holes. Okay, okay. Buffy, so it won't take the paint off. That's good. All sorts of. So Courtney, you may have to tell me some of the tricky trick ways to put stuff up without poking holes, because I want something because it just looks so bare. It just looks so bare. Um, it didn't ruin the paint for you. Okay, well that's good. Maybe 40 or 50, 40 to 45 inches. So I'll need to, what I may have to do is I may have to order whatever the biggest one is and get that in before season of Spangler, which is coming up, y'all. It's coming up. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. I always love doing the Spangler events. And, obviously having my bestie and having Randall in here, because I always love seeing whatever stuff that he's going to create. I wish that I would have seen one of his in voting, but they had two Dakotas in doting. So help me, y'all. I go to work. See, this is why when y'all hear my videos and I misspeak, it's because I've brained on my brain at work, and so I'm trying to brain a brain at home, and it's not braining. This is why it's dangerous sometimes to come home after school and do a school assignment because my brain's like, what am I? Especially with it being computers, because the class that I was supposed to have tonight was a computer class. And when I messaged my professor, he was like, oh, imagine me. I had to do a cappella lecture. And I'm like, well, I had to draw funny shapes for my geometry. And he said, I got you beat. I'm teaching a computer class with no computer. I was like, oh, you got me beat. One up, check. So they're thick, but the hole is small, thick wall. Yeah, and this is y'all probably can't see it on here. It's a very textured wall. It's weird. It's textured. That's the only thing about the command strips that I wonder is if they'll get on textured walls and stick. So she got them from Amazon. I'm definitely going to have to check out Amazon, although I'm like a little wary of ordering from Amazon because I didn't tell y'all my story, did I? Oh my God. I've had to change stuff around because I ordered some stuff from school, from Amazon, because I don't know if you're not a teacher, you probably don't know this, but at the beginning of the year, we get a tiny little check to buy school supplies, okay, or stuff for our classroom. So I went on Amazon, good deal to get me some cool stuff for my classroom. I got scratch and sniff stickers. Yes. Look, I know they're middle schoolers, but y'all have no idea. They're walking around. Oh, what does yours smell like? They are the funniest thing. High schoolers do it too, but the middle schoolers are really hilarious. I mean, one sat there and scratched on that sticker till it just about didn't have no scratch left in it I'm like, did you just went through your whole sticker? But I bought scratch and sniff stickers. I bought pens. I bought stuff for my classroom. And I'm thinking, this is like really cool. And I've never had a problem here before. So I get the message from Amazon that my package has been delivered with a picture, right? It shows the picture of it outside of my door. I get home and there's no package. So I look at the picture again and I'm like, what the heck? So I looked in, there's an outside door. I looked in there. I asked my neighbors and she was like literally right before you came in, I walked by and it was there. And I'm like, well, now what do I do? Luckily, my bestie helped me because y'all, she had talked me down off a bridge, ledge, whatever. Because I was like, you've got to be kidding. Do I have to order this again? Do I have to pay a second time for this? Um, but luckily they did resend it. Now listen, I put delivery instructions on there. I said for them to deliver it in a parcel locker. Do you think they did it? What you want to bet? Which one? No, they didn't do it. They did not do it. They put it right outside my door again. But luckily my neighbor was watching out for it, so she went and grabbed it. She grabbed it when she saw it outside my door. And so when I came home, I didn't see it again, and I'm thinking, dadgummit, did it happen again? But I went to her, and she's like, no, I grabbed it for you. So I was like, okay. But I'm telling y'all, I just got to find out if Amazon will deliver to P.O. boxes, because that's frustrating. Renee, you got bigger hangers to hang your whips on? Ooh, I'm going to have to get some of I do. I need to get some of those. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get caught up. Hey, Ashley, yay. Hey, look. I'm just so happy that you got some really cool stuff for your baby. I was telling them, you got some stuff that I wish I would have known about when my daughter was having her baby. I am definitely going to have to go get some, especially the butt spatula thingies. Those look neat. So you are absolutely more than welcome. There's no need to thank me, because I just wanted you to have a really good time, and I'm really glad that you did. So congratulations, girl. You deserve that so much. Trust me, you're going to use all that and more. Like I said, I was making my little mental checklist, because my daughter thinks that she's eventually going to have another baby. I say eventually, better not be right now. We're good. We're good. The baby's not even. She turns a year old in November. I don't think she can handle having two right now. Although I will tell y'all, my grandbaby has ruined her. When I say she's ruined her, my grandbaby is, now granted, she's very active now. She likes to climb. So if you're like right here, she wants to climb all up you and every which way, and tries to climb out of the playpen thing, or pack and play. I know that's not really a playpen, it's a pack and play, but it is. And she scares me, because she gets halfway up there, and I'm thinking she's gonna climb out that sucker any day now. But I'm just like, she likes to move, but she doesn't scream and cry and a whole bunch. So she is, she's a joy. I can't. She is just the cutest little thing. Hey, Renee, how are you doing, girl? Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you sending me a link for the magnetic strips. They're not supposed to pull paint off the wall. Okay, good, because I don't need them to. Whoops. I just went up cray. Courtney, so like I was telling, school is going good. I've got a B in the computer part. In the police procedural, that one I've got an A in. I don't know why I just did quotation marks for police procedural. What's really cool is that, so even in the police procedural, we're like learning what are the rules for like how you detain somebody, what are the what you have to do to make sure that everything can go through to court, what systems that they have in place in not only the courts but in the jails and the prisons, the correction system, obviously the Miranda law, even though I'm not going to school to be a cop, I'm going to school to be a CSI. I just noticed this. I know I'm far, but I just saw Libby. Well, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it here. I'm a little crazy, but hey, if you like Randall Spangler, he's going to be coming up in November. What am I pointing at? I don't know what I am pointing at. I talk with my hands. Sometimes I have to hold my hands to not talk with my hands. And then my computer class, so we just got through with the basics of computer. There I go again with the quotation marks. We just got done with the basics of computer, and now we're fixing to learn more. We did it during the summer, but we're going to learn more on computer forensics, like what kind of searches that they do. So when they take a computer in from somebody, and they want to look at their search history. They want to look at files, emails they might have sent, deleted text, all that kind of stuff. So they're supposed to be, obviously, they can't show us everything because that would take more than one class. Like I said, we did during the summer, we did half of a week of learning some of those systems. Like I did learn, it's really a lot. I learned how to go into different Linux system and some of the other computer systems and some of the programs that they have to be able to search for text chains and keywords within them so that you can quickly sift through, and you can also look and see if they've deleted it, because a lot of people think that they're deleting it when they're really not deleting it. And even when it does delete, it stores certain encryptions on your computer or your device. So that's interesting, but I'm not super tech savvy. Kara always says that I'm tech savvy. I'm not super tech savvy, yo. But I do play around with systems and try to figure them out. But I've got to actually call my professor and, or not professor, I guess she's the guidance counselor or whatever, my counselor, so that I can schedule for my next class, because I'm hoping, unfortunately, they have a cold case symposium that, because it's happening at the time that I go to school, I don't get to go to the cold case symposium, but I'm hoping that the cold case advisor, that's what it's called, counselor. I've been at my school too long. But I'm hoping I can actually enroll in the cold case class, because believe it or not, in the cold case class, you don't just learn like what they are and stuff like that. You actually are given a couple of cold cases and you actually start learning how to work them, like real deal things. So, oh my God, I want to do that one. I want to do that one so bad, because all of my hands-on labs are done. I've done the death investigation lab, where I've dug up fake bones, but still dug up bones. I've done the trace analysis lab. God, I love that one, y'all. That one was fun. Very tedious, though, very tedious, but it's so much fun. Looking at hairs, fibers, paint, bullet trajectories, bullet casings, all that kind of stuff. And then we actually had to process they had made one of the trucks, and it's one of the work trucks that they have, but they had gone in and put evidence in different, like really hard to look places. Like you had to go in, and they said, okay, here's your parameters. You're given a truck, and this is your suspect's truck. And you are now having to go in and try to see if you can find any of the evidence that was left behind. They wouldn't tell us how much was in the truck, obviously. I mean, because in the real world, you're not going to be told how much evidence is going to be there. And they said, just keep in mind, this is a working truck. So, I mean, we were like super over analyzing. We're like, okay, this log, this is a work log. What if this is saying something? But no matter what we had, whatever we touched, number one, we had to have our gloves on the whole time. We could not touch and remove anything until we had done all of the photos, all the pictures. So we got all the pictures. And I actually found a piece of evidence that most of my classmates missed, because I kept looking and I'm like, okay, I see the blood fingerprint on the door. I see the bloody tissue stuffed into the seat. We saw the cups, we saw the stuff that would, and not only did you have to take pictures, and if you were collecting the evidence, you would have to put like what type of test would you ask to be run on each type of evidence. Hey, Kylie, I need to get down to the bottom of the things. Hey, Firefly, I apologize. I've missed people. I haven't said anything. Amazon has drop boxes. I don't know where to find drop boxes for Amazon, but I'll have to check it out. Ashley, butt specialist for the win. Yes. I'm so glad that you had a good time. This is an amazing community, and I have been so grateful to everybody, because everybody's just usually very sweet and kind. So that's amazing. Oh, goodness, Sherry. Twin girls. I always wanted twins, but I never had them. I probably would not have liked it so much. I don't know, let me get down to talk with my hands. It gives me more characterly. I have character out the whole. Um, I know, right? Catching so like as much as I want to do the part where you go into the crime scene, because like I said, I'm going for a crime scene investigator. However, y'all, like, look, okay, you see me. There is a physical element to it that I don't know that I would pass the physical for. However, I like looking at patterns and stuff. So I have contemplated going into either blood spatter analysis or working in the crime lab analyzing trace evidence. Or working in an autopsy as an autopsy tech. So those are some of my choices that I'm looking at. Oh, you're no need to be jealous. It is interesting, although I will tell you, as I also watch true crime. Hey, Michaela, how you doing, girl? Hey, Kylie, I'm so glad. I hope you enjoy it here. I'm a little crazy, but and sometimes I don't have I don't know. Sometimes I just go with what I go with. That's why I'm talking about. Like people ask me how I teach middle school math, but I am going to school for crime scene investigation. So we got an opportunity during one of our summer labs, not this past summer, but the summer before, where we were given a wall that had blood spatter on it. And we had to do, just like Dexter, we had to do the string to be able to determine the point of contact. We had to be able to determine the point of origin. And so we could also tell, was it, low velocity, high velocity, medium velocity, to try to determine like what type of weapon could have made it. So that really fascinated me and I really enjoyed that a lot. Well, good. Crazy is your favorite brand? Yeah. Y'all, I'm crazy out. And I actually saw an Instagram thing that said elementary teachers love teaching kids. High school teachers love teaching, they teach because they love the subject area. Middle school teachers are just crazy. And I actually had to have a little conversation about 6-7 in my classroom today because we're in the middle of a test review and they're like, because one of the problems said 6.7. So I say 6.7. Oh, so that set off 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. I'm like, well, y'all, I'm going 6-7 right down here in my seat since y'all are 6-7 really good with this review and you 6-7 don't need it. And I'm going to about in 6-7 minutes, I'll sit here and wait. And they're like, no. And they turned to the people and told them to stop saying it. I know. I just, like I said, I watch Annie Elise. Kara got me on Annie Elise. And I watch, Christy, I forgot what her last name is. Christy something. There's 3 different girls, Better Off Red and Bailey Sarian. So all of those except for Annie Elise, all those like do their makeup while they're, guys, I could learn some makeup techniques. I need to learn some of those. But I like the way that they describe it. And then of course Annie Elise, she just does it on her own. But I do watch a lot of them. And now for them, they don't really talk about the forensics of the case, but I kind of would like I try to watch some of the shows that like First 48 Hours or like Forensic Files did go into, even though I think they did an updated Forensic Files, because I know that there was the old one with Peter something or another who was the narrator, but then they did a reboot of it, but I don't know that it did as well with the reboot. But I like that they went over forensic techniques with it. And then there's also, there is actually one called Cold Case Files. And there's, I think it's called like Medical Detectives. I don't know. So there's a couple of different ones that I'm looking at. Oh, there's a new Criminal Minds. Oh my God. Yeah, Bailey Sarian, she's really good. In fact, I think she's like the OG when it comes to talking about true crime and putting on makeup. Okay, so the other thing, since I actually have, 53 people, I'm going to go ahead, instead of doing it on my community tab, because people probably won't do it, here's my question. I could use y'all's help. Okay, so when I opened this on my channel, and I said that people want to see it done as a video. So here's my question. I'm going to put this put together on camera, but my question is, should I do it regular? That's choice 1. Choice 2, should I do it in chipmunk mode? Or choice 3, should I try to do it in both? Like do one regular and then one chipmunk? I mean, because it's pretty much the same footage, but it's just how I edit it would have to be different. But this one is the witch layer. Like, y'all look how cute that is. And there's not as much to have to put together as the other miniatures that I've done, but I had to have this one. I was so, my Halloween heart had to have it. So I was waiting to see if anybody was going to mention that or not. Because I do have, here's the thing. I can gladly do that miniature as a regular, because I do have these other craft boxes that I can do, ones that I see, like, how do I put this? So miniature is something I know how to do. Like, this actually is something that I regularly know how to do. So I had thought about, if I get a craft that I know how to do, I thought about doing it regular, and then the crafts that I have no flipping clue what I'm doing, I have done it chipmunk mode. Okay, so I'm getting regular, half and half, chipmunk, time lapse with a voiceover, part of it regular, and the fouling paper on the folding the paper on chipmunk. Lee always goes for the chipmunk regular with a little chipmunk here and there. Okay, now that might be an idea. That might be an idea. And if you're new here and you have no clue you might not have a clue what chipmunk mode is. I discovered it when I was trying to do showing the drills in an unboxing, and I wanted it to go faster. And I had been talking through it, and I just said, let's speed this up. And when I did, the sound that came out, I sounded like a chipmunk, with the little high, yeah. So that's how I do my unboxings. And so then I got the idea during a Christmas premiere when I had to shorten the video that I was making, bookshelf thingies, and it turned out chipmunk, and so people kind of liked it. So I kind of have it. So I'm hearing a lot of half and half, regular with a bit of chipmunk, regular. It is definitely interesting. Regular in a whipping chat. Okay. Okay, well, bye, Courtney. Thank you for stopping in. Regular with commentary in chipmunk. Okay, that might be interesting. So I did want to show y'all before. So there's a few kits that I got because I got this whole subscription box. I know, Kim, someone actually showed me that at the retreat. Is they took my chipmunk mode and then they put it to 2 times speed. Oh my God. I thought chipmunk mode was fast, and then you take chipmunk mode and put it 2 times speed, and I sound like a crazy person. I kind of sound like a crazy person anyway. But I was going to show you something I can't do a video on. But I kind of still wanted to show off what I got. Because like I said, I've got this craft subscription box. And so far there's only 2 that I can't do a video on because the craft itself would take too long, I think. And one of them is this. It's embroidery. Okay, I have never embroidered nothing in my entire life. I have cross stitched, but that has like this little checkered thing and tells you where to put your needle. I know this has a pattern on it, but I just don't think I could do that on camera. Because look at the stuff that they gave me. First off, is this not cute? They gave it to you in a burlap sack. Yeah, look, this is the handle. It doesn't even have the fabric attached to it. And the chain. So I've somehow got to sew the fabric onto that. That's okay. I don't sew. Then they gave you the parts to it. That's the, what do you call it? So you've got the padding to it. I think this is, I don't know if this is padding or not. And then they give you the fabric with, I'm like getting this all messed up. The fabric with the pattern. So they gave me the pattern. I'm like, okay. So if I could figure out the stitches to do, I'm like, okay, so I figured out I gotta sew this to the handle. Still don't know what this thing is because that's fabric-y. Like, does this go inside the purse? And what is this like the bottom of the purse? I'm going, good Lord. And then of course they gave me this little hoop. I know what these are because I had this in cross stitch. However, they included something in this kit that they gave me no directions on. Okay, so I have that part. They also gave me, what was this? I forgot what was in this little bag. They gave me some thread, my braid, there's the needle. I got more thread inside there. But see, here's the weird thing. So they give me this thread, right? This looks like the thread for the purse. That's in this. Okay. So I'm assuming this is all the purse part. Yes? But then tell me why this is in here. And what the heck are these? They don't even mention this in the book at all. It feels like fabric on the top, but then there's paper on the back. Hold on. Is this oh! Y'all, it's sticky. Hold on. It's sticky. So wait. So does this mean I could cut this out? That'll be kind of weird. So I was going to say I could cut this out and put it on something, but then, like, I don't want that weird outline to show. I wish it could be like a transfer, unless it is a transfer and I just don't know that transfers can be sticky. Anybody have a clue? Because I'm clueless here. But like, look at the cool designs that they have. I kind of like this one and this one for sure. But it definitely looks interesting. And then the other thing that I got that I definitely will not be showing on camera, even though I know it's a stencil. So then what? I just put something behind it and trace it off on the fabric? Okay, well that would, hey, I can do that. I just got to find the stuff. What's a wash away stencil? So like Sarah Ann, you might have to clue me in on what a wash away stencil is. I know stencils, you put it on there and you usually mark something, but I don't know of what to, someone may have to DM me later or message me and clue me in. So the other thing that I'm not going to be showing on camera, number one, because the project would take too long, and number two, I know how to do it. I used to do these very regularly before I started diamond painting, and it's a paint by number. So, I got the things. I figured I'd at least show you what the image is. I won't take out the full canvas because it's canvas. But that's the image that I'm going to be paint by number. So it's pretty, right? And it's not small. It's not small. And that's a lot to cover. So that's why I knew that I would not be able to film that. And so it just may have to be one of those at some point later. If I ever get to it, I'll just do a little video showing you what it looks like. And so I've done a ton of these. I actually have some from another company that's already on pulled stretcher. But y'all, look at these paintbrushes. Are these not the prettiest paintbrushes y'all have ever seen? Look at this. Purple. I absolutely love purple. And these look like good paintbrushes too. So I'm at least thrilled that they gave me that, but I was just like, wow, I wasn't expecting a paint by number in my craft box. I know I might put some, I might have to, I don't know if I can iron that. I stitch over it. Okay, so if I stitch over it, then can I wash it and the white part comes away? See, use it as you would a transfer. Sew your pattern right over top, and then it'll either rip or wash away. Okay, see, now that makes me want to go buy some stuff that I can stick it on. I know what I can go buy some stuff to stick it on. So I'm excited. Those are something like really fun. I just know that I can't complete it on camera. Now, the most recent box, which is going to take a little bit. So the next box that I'll be doing is clay. I'm going to be working in clay. And then I've got a jewelry, and then candle, I think, and then lip balm. So that's going to be interesting. Lip balm. I had also thought about doing possibly, because I'm not great with a whip and chat, unless I have like a topic that I'm going to talk about. So I thought about going back to, y'all tell me what you think, whip and chat with a crime case, like a current or an old case or something, and just as I'm diamond painting, talk about the case. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think anybody would be interested in a forensic whip and chat? Or, I wouldn't know what to call it, but like, because I could, if I did older cases, I could look up the case and get information. I just don't know if there's any interest in that. So what are y'all's thoughts on it? Okay, purple's your favorite too? Karen says yes. Oh, you did the one from Harry Potter with all the potions? Oh. I have one. Kara has promised me that we will go live and we got one together. Kim says yes. Kylie says that sounds great. And okay. So sounds like I'll need to start getting promise you, Grantsville, you would just be looking at a whip and chat. As far as you'd be watching me diamond paint, but then listening to the case, sort of. If that's how I do it. And what I may have to do so that I don't lose track when I'm diamond painting is I may have to voice over the video. I don't know. So that is something that I thought about, because a while back I did that essentially where it was called Forensic Fridays, And because that's what I used to do for my students is because I taught forensic science in high school for like 8 years before I decided to go back to middle school math. And so every Friday we did Forensic Files Friday. And so when I was doing my channel at first, I did Forensic Fridays. And so like every other Friday I would put out one where I would be diamond painting and I would talk about a case, and then that came from Forensic Files. I would talk about the case and kind of go over it like they did, and then I'd have like a little mystery afterwards. But I don't have the books for the mystery part anymore, but I could definitely still do the case, or at least a case of some kind. But I will tell you, if I am choosing a case, like I want to be able to have more than just, well, this is what we know so far and we don't know any, like I kind of want where if it's a newer case, I don't want to leave people hanging with, well, it's in court right now and we don't know the results. You know what I'm saying? Like how long the Karen Reed trial took and stuff. So like if I do one on a newer case, I kind of want it to be where it's already gone through, like for instance, the Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell case. I think that one finished up all of her. I'm sorry, that one just all of her parts on that one. But oh my God, I can't believe how fast the time went, y'all. Can y'all believe it? So I just want to say thank you guys for showing up. I know that I don't always get to go live. I am trying to get better on that. So like I said, tonight, I don't even have homework because it has to be postponed. So I'm going to get a chance to finish. This bad boy will be finished tonight. And I will have my little, then I'll have to paint the roll bar thingies and hang it up, get me some command strips, hooks or something. But thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Absolutely during November, with the exception of, I'll go ahead and tell everybody, there is one week that is going to have to be on Kara's channel because I'm kind of going out of town, and I'm going to be out of town on that Monday during the Thanksgiving holiday. So, I think Kara's going to do it on her channel, but I will definitely be here. So thank you guys so much. If you were new, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm kind of all over the place, but I kind of try to use the chat to see what stuff that y'all, help me with. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, I do have to finish. I haven't finished reading, but I'm close to finished. But thank you guys for popping in and spending time with me. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully the next time I'll have something up behind me so that it's not just blank space. And I will get to working on the videos, try to get stuff to y'all. So I really appreciate it. I'm going to leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars, grab hold on, and never let go. Until the next time. Bye, guys.